Good morning. It is Wednesday, January the 31st, 2024, and today is a new vlog. If you don't know me, my name is Charlotte. I'm the trauma-informed teacher. I work in a very rural school district in Eastern North Carolina, and a lot of my students have many different diverse economic levels and needs. Many of my students are living with grandparents. Some of them are staying with grandparents in the evenings. Their parents are commuting long distances. They might be latchkey kids. I noticed this year that a lot of my students were fighting over things. They were stealing things from each other. Some of these things were, toys and things like that, which I could crack down on, just say don't bring those. But other things were just basic needs like school supplies. So I started thinking, what can I do to minimize these disruptions to the learning environment? And I realized that the root cause of that was need. And so I was paying attention to my students and how a lot of them are trying to get food from others. I know some of my students at times are hungry. It might just be simply that the parents are driving so far to and from work that they haven't had time to go to the grocery store. And so their choices at home are limited. Not that they're not eating, but they may not be eating all their food groups, or they may not be eating things that make them feel satisfied, like even emotionally secure. So I thought, what can I do to support these students and make sure that they have all their needs met so they feel safe, they feel secure, and then they can focus on learning. So I decided to start a care closet in my classroom. I presented this as a social studies project for my students as more of a community service type of project, because the things that are coming in are not just for us, but they're for other students in the building who also might need things. And so I'm trying to encourage, although it's just started, so it's not really gotten out that way yet, I'm encouraging other teachers to take advantage of this if they have a student that has something that they need. As I presented this to the community as a student-led project, there was a lot of excitement, and I started to get many donations, and I had to say specifically the types of things that I wanted or the things that we're needing right now. And also I'm finding that clothes are one of the biggest things to be donated because people have them and they're trying to get rid of them. And there's only so much of that sort of thing that we can take. So the clothing items that I keep are mainly things for kids that come to school and they get messy during the day, or they come to school and they might have like a wardrobe malfunction. They come to school and they're too cold for the weather or they're too warm for the weather. Not necessarily that they need a whole entire wardrobe at their house, although there's enough that I could send a few items home with students that might show that type of need or express that type of need. We did get a generous donation of winter coats, and so I was able to give new winter coats to all of the kids that didn't have one in my class, which was amazing. And thanks to our local hotline thrift store for that. I really appreciate their donation. But we have had so many people step up and bring us items from everyday school supplies, hats, mittens, coats, just personal care items, toothbrushes. Obviously, a toothbrush is not something that I'm going to allow the students to use and then try to disinfect it. If the kid uses a toothbrush, they're taking the toothbrush and they're going to keep it at home. I'm also received some combs recently, and those are going to be, I'm going to have a disinfectant jar. And so if a student needs to, fix their hair during the day because they woke up late or whatever, then they can use it, and it's going to go in a nurse-approved disinfectant so that can stay at school and we can have it for future use. Also, like socks are a really big thing because sometimes kids come to school with no socks on and their feet might stink, their shoes might stink, and it's just to keep them from suffering any embarrassment with their peers, or just, if they get cold because they're out at recess and their ankles are exposed. So there's all kinds of different things that we have received in the care closet, and the students are getting to help me with organizing the care closet, the upkeep, and also spreading the word about any extra items we might have so that we can share that with other students in our building. So far, it's been a really positive experience for us. I at some point may have to ask for no donations of certain things because I only have a limited amount of space. So let me walk you back to my care closet and show you how I have organized it. So my care closet is actually doubling as my calm down corner. At the beginning of the year, I had like a whole setup here, and I had some fuzzy puzzle piece like flooring in there, but it just didn't last. So I'm replacing that with a rug, which is coming probably this afternoon. But my care closet items are stored in these drawers. So I have here like girls t-shirts, boys t-shirts. I have my school supplies in here. These are like washcloths, lotion, hair ties, bobby pins. These are Bandaids, like cute Bandaids, like a do-rag kind of thing, or a hair bandana. This is a headband. Over here I have some of the larger items that didn't fit. Then I have my hats and mittens down here, and some boys t-shirt, long sleeve shirts. And then I received a bunch of girls' clothes the other day that we just put down here. I also have this other side. My kids are coming soon, so I'm gonna have to finish. Here's some larger school supply items, folders and things, pencils. There's room for more things. These are like holders for sanitizers, some hats, and these are something that we received as a donation with various school supplies. And then larger, bulkier clothing items down here. A lot of times when kids get dirty at recess, those come in handy. Then over here, I have some more mittens. There's some toilet paper for kids that might tell me that they don't have any at home at the moment, or they're running low. And then these are little baggies to take things home in. So I just got to talk to the Albemarle Food Bank, and they are going to be helping us provide some of the snacks and shelf-stable food that I can send home with some of my students. And I'm super excited about that, because I know that there are definitely a large handful of students who could take some extra things home, just to have a little bit of supplement to what they're already eating. And it's just so nice that I'm not gonna have to go buy those things myself or rely on donations that might not be consistent. When it comes to food items, it's something that goes quickly, because as much as you talk to kids about the difference between wants and needs, when it comes to food, like, kids are always like, I need food. It doesn't matter whether they've eaten 5 minutes ago. If you have a kid and you're home with them over the holidays, or home with them on any kind of break, like summer break, you know what I'm talking about, because they can eat snacks all day long. So when you ask a kid, like, is this a want or a need? They're for sure to say, this is a need. So, you know, I definitely don't want to spend, you know, I don't want to spend a large amount of my monthly budget for my classroom that I allow myself on replacing the food stash, or have to keep asking people. So I'm so excited that we're able to partner with the food bank and get some of their extras to add to the care closet. Just this morning, we used the care closet for a backpack, because the kids, like, their lunch spilled in their backpack. So they'll be using the backpack, taking it home, and then bringing it back after they wash their own backpack. And that way we have an extra one here whenever's needed. Also, I found a little small container for someone's necklace that fell apart that was in the care closet. I gave a hair tie out to one of the girls that needed one. I gave out some snacks at snack time today. So it has been super useful. Oh, I gave out Band-Aids. There was a kid that needed a Band-Aid, and I was able to give them a cute one from the care closet that was donated. So it is really honestly something I'm using like all the time in my class. And it's just so wonderful how if I need something, I usually can look in there and find it, or something that'll do until we can solve the problem some other ways. So yeah, I encourage you, if you work in an area where you have some students that might be in need, I encourage you to think about starting a care closet of your own. And if you have any questions, I will place the list that my students came up with below in the description. So click down there and it'll open up the description under the video, and you'll see the list that we started out with, and that can help you get started. And I just encourage you, if you have any questions, please message me. I'll provide my email below. and I'd be happy to help you with any questions you have about organizing or getting the distributions for your care closet. Let me know if you decide to do this. I would love to hear about it in the comments. As always, don't forget to work hard, be kind, and amazing things will happen. Have a great day.